It's about to get fugly, folks. No, I didn't invite Boosh over for this video. I am the Mighty Plantain, and the fugly I'm talking about is not my sometimes sidekick. This is fugly from Oskar Blues Brewing in Colorado. And this is their Yuzu and Ugly, U-G-L-I. Apparently it has an alibi. But fruit IPA. So, a fruity IPA. This could be interesting. Japanese and Jamaican citrus fruits. The yuzu, I assume, is the Japanese, and the fugly is, or the ugly is Jamaican. That is not a slur on Jamaican people. I'm just familiar with yuzu being Japanese from other brews. So, and you know what? I really hope I'm right about that. Because if I'm wrong, I just offended a lot of people. Yes, the huge Jamaican segment of my audience, which is nobody. I know you're all from America, except for my sister-in-law and her husband, my brother-in-law in Scotland, and I think one or two Canadian people. Everybody else is from America, and 95% male, surprisingly, on a beer review channel. So, yeah. 5.8% ABV. Yep, yuzu and ugly fruit, Japanese and Jamaican citrus fruits. So, like I said, yuzu is Japanese, ugly is Jamaican, I believe. It's a very nice light beer, but it is quite flocculent. There are lots of particulates in there. Not a big fan of the particulate-laden beers. And this one practically looks like a snow globe. So that's, like I said, aesthetically, it's an issue for me. I have learned, though, that just because it's got a bunch of flecks floating in it, it doesn't mean that the beer is going to be chunky or that I'm even going to get that texture in my mouth. And I think it's mostly a textural, a visual cue that leads me to expect a certain texture. Jello, can't do Jello. And honestly, I was one of the few sad, sick bastards who tried Orbit's water back in the day, if you guys remember that stuff. And those little gelatin beads and that syrupy, fruit-flavored, quote-unquote, water were just awful. And I think that's what visually turns me off about flocculent beers. But I have started to learn that a lot of beers, especially IPAs, that have those flecks floating in them, are not a bad thing. And you're not going to get that texture, but you are going to get a different flavor from the particulates. So, how'd you enjoy that little history lesson on my life? You probably fast-forwarded through it. Let's check out the aroma of the beer. I'm getting a little bit of a citrus bite, but mostly I'm getting like this really crisp, refreshing aroma, like the mist in the air around a waterfall. Don't laugh. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Seriously, it's like, I'd almost say a hot summer rain quickly evaporating off of hot pavement, but it smells more like the mist in the air from water running over and around rocks. That mineral tang that comes into the air. And just a hint of like ozone. And maybe a slight citrus bite. So, very unexpected aroma for me. got a nice medium light mouthfeel. Up front, it's a big mouthful of hoppy bitterness. Then I am getting citrus, some pine notes, a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of grassiness, primarily citrus though. Citrus up front, almost like a lemongrass afterwards. A little bit of pininess, a little bit of grassiness. It's a nice complex hop variety with a nice medium mouthfeel. There's a hint of sweetness in the finish. A little hint of sweetness. It's definitely an interesting overall combination. I'm liking it. It's not quite blowing me away. I'm going to have to hit this one with a 3.5 out of 5. Now, bear in mind, on a scale of 1 to 5, a 2.5 is average. So this is coming in pretty above average. It's just not really bumping itself up into that, excuse me, higher category. It is a very nice, solid, and complex IPA offering with a little hint of sweetness in the finish, which is unusual for a lot of beers, especially IPAs, in my experience. So, definitely something you should check out. Yep, nice solid 3.5 out of 5. That little bit of sweetness distinguishing it from the crowd in terms of IPAs, but in general, a very nice, balanced, citrus-forward hop aroma, or hop flavor, as well as the aroma. Decent bodied ale IPA, and it's all tied together very well. Anyway, those are just my thoughts on it. Hit me up down in the comments and the email link down below. Let me know what you have to say. If you've had this beer, while you're down there, don't forget to like and share this video and make sure to subscribe so you get a notification whenever I post a new one. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.